So now that we have the Beaver Builder plugin installed and activated, let's go through the settings that come with Beaver Builder and the sort of things that you can do. So to access the Beaver Builder plugin's settings page, when you're logged into the dashboard of your WordPress website, under settings in the admin menu, click on Page Builder. The settings page is segmented using these tabs over here on the left-hand side. So the welcome, that's just an introduction onto Beaver Builder. You can see down here the recent update of Beaver Builder. It lists some of the features, and the most important thing for me on this page is the change logs. So a change log for a piece of software is where they list in the new version what they've added, so new features, and also what they've fixed, so things that didn't quite work in the previous version. So what I would do if I was you, I would click on this link here and then I would bookmark that page and come back to it every now and then to see what's changing. On this page you can also access the knowledge base. So if we click on that, so this is a list of help articles that the Beaver Builder team have put together to answer the commonly asked questions. So things like troubleshooting problems, how to upgrade, renewals, you can see here, theme installation, plugin installation. So I'll go through a lot of these things in this video course, but there's also a couple of help articles here for your reference. So let's just jump back into the Beaver Builder settings page. And the next tab is license. So we looked at that at the previous video, and that's just how we put in our license key and activate the plugin so we receive the updates that the Beaver Builder plugin have released. Okay, the next tab, modules. So the first thing that I want to point out is that there are different lists on this page, and they have headings. So basic modules, audio, button, HTML, heading, photo, separator, text editor, and video. And then under that, advanced modules, accordion, call to action, all the way down to testimonials. And then there's one last one, WordPress widgets with one option. Now I'll show you guys exactly what this page is doing. And to do that, we're going to go to pages, and then let's just edit a home page. So we'll click into that page, and we'll click Launch Page Builder to initiate Beaver Builder on this page. And that will load the page with the Beaver Builder editor activated. Now click Add Content up the top to bring out the different modules and rows, the sidebar. And I want you to notice that there's headings here. So basic modules, advanced modules, and WordPress widgets. And these match the headings over here in the Beaver Builder themes settings page under modules. Basic modules, advanced modules, and WordPress widgets. So I'll just show you guys something really cool. So right now they're all checked. So you can see the checkboxes are ticked for all of these, and that means all of these modules are able to be used when building pages. But we might want to turn a couple of these off. So let's just go ahead and we'll deactivate the accordion module. So right now, if we go to advanced modules, the accordion module shows there. So we're going to uncheck that, and we're going to click Save Module Settings. And then we're going to go back to this page, reload the page. And then under Advanced Modules, you can see there's no accordion module that we can drag into the page. So this is great because you can disable the modules that you never use, which is going to simplify the interface when you're building pages. For me personally, I leave them all activated, but there might come a time when you're using Beaver Builder that you will want to disable a module, and just know that you can do that from this screen here. Now, WordPress widgets. So what that means is if we go back to the editor, under WordPress widgets, if we click on that, you can see archives, calendar, categories. So what this is listing here is all the widgets that are available to WordPress. And you can see them all if you go to Appearance and then Widgets. So archives, categories, calendar, all these here are what is listed under the WordPress widgets menu here. And if for a certain reason you want to deactivate the ability to add WordPress widgets into a page, you can just click that to uncheck it, save module settings, reload the page, and you can see WordPress widgets is not available anymore. So for this tutorial, I'm just going to keep them all activated. So I'm going to click on the all checkbox and resave that. And now we'll have access to all the modules when we're building our pages throughout this video course. So while you might not regularly want to disable any of these modules, for me personally, there have been times that I've deactivated these. For instance, the slideshow module. If I'm using another slideshow plugin, I might come in here and disable that just so there's not two slideshow modules when I'm building pages. But yeah, I just want to point out that that is possible to disable modules on a per module basis. The next tab, post types. So this lists all the post types in your WordPress website, and on a per post type basis, you can actually enable them to be able to be edited with Beaver Builder. So I'll show you quickly what that means. So by default, your pages are going to be activated and editable by Beaver Builder. And we can check that that's working by going to our pages menu and then clicking add new. And we have the page builder tab here, which indicates that we could click that to edit this page with Beaver Builder. And there it is. It's loaded that page and we're in the Beaver Builder editing mode. Now, if we go back to the dashboard, and you can see posts are not checked, which means we can't edit posts using Beaver Builder. And to confirm that, if we go to posts and click add new, we do not see the page editor tab here, which means we can't launch Beaver Builder editing for this post type. So no post can be edited using Beaver Builder. But if we go back to the Beaver Builder plugin settings under post types and click posts and click save post types to activate Beaver Builder editing for the posts, if we go back to that post we're just editing and refresh the page, you can see now for this new post, we can edit it using Beaver Builder. So this is really handy if you're going a bit more into the development side of things and you have a couple of custom post types that you've created and you want to edit them with Beaver Builder, just know that this can be done. So I'm just going to disable that again for the rest of this tutorial. Okay, the next one in the menu here is templates. Now this section, if I click on that, there's a few options here, but there's actually a lot that goes on behind the scenes, and I'm going to dedicate a whole module around this templates thing, and it's going to be covered under the module reusing content, which is available in this course and we're going to go through later on. This section is quite involved and it does require a bit of development knowledge, especially the enable template data exporter and the override core templates. But yeah, I will go through all these settings here in their own section because there is quite a lot to cover and I don't want to overwhelm you right now by going through it really quickly in this video. So let's leave this and come back to it in the later module. The next menu item here is icons, so let's click on that. And this contains all the icon sets that come with Beaver Builder. Now, some third-party add-ons that we're going to install later on might register their own icon sets, but these are the ones that come default with Beaver Builder. So Font Awesome, this is probably the most common icon font available on the web, and you can see all the icons that are available in Font Awesome by going to fontawesome.io. And then under icons, if you just click on that, as you scroll down the page, all these icons are loaded default with Beaver Builder. And when you're using modules, so for instance, the callout module and a lot of the other ones, you can actually choose to select an icon and these will be the icons that you can search for. So if you're ever wondering what icons are available when using a Beaver Builder module, you can go to fontawesome.io and just go through them all here. Get the name, so for instance, tasks, if you liked that, and then you would just search for that when using the Beaver Builder module. And again, with these ones, foundation icons and the WordPress Dash icons. WordPress Dash icons are just the default ones that come with WordPress. But just know if you are not sure what to do here, by default, they're all activated and you should never really have to change this setting. Okay, the next one is editing. So with Beaver Builder, there's two different ways that you can edit a page. One is what they refer to as the advanced builder editing, and the other one is just normal editing. So with advanced building editing, you can build pages. So you can launch Beaver Builder on a page, and then you get that menu on the left-hand side. So if we view a page, this menu here, and you can drag modules into the page. So you could drag a heading over here. And then you could drag other modules over here. You could drag rows onto the page. So you can build the pages with Beaver Builder. So that's what advanced builder editing is. Now the alternative to that is just standard editing. And the difference between advanced and standard is that standard can't drag new things into the page. So if you only have standard editing capabilities, you don't get this sidebar here. So when you launch Beaver Builder, it just looks like this, and you can only click and edit modules that are already on the page. So I could still change this text on the page if I was a standard editor, but I can't drag new things in and build the page. Now, this is quite powerful, and I've decided to put this in its own lesson towards the end of the course because it really does need its own lesson to go through what capabilities in WordPress user roles are. And I'm going to do a better demonstration of why you would use this setting here. So I'm not going to go into this right now, but just know it will be covered towards the end of the course. Okay, the next tab is branding. Now, branding and the help button are both only available to agency users of the Beaver Builder plugin. So again, there's 3 different paid plans of Beaver Builder: the standard, then the pro, and then the agency. These 2 settings will only show if you have the agency version. Now, because of that, I'm not going to go into them in this video because they do only apply to the people that do have the agency plan. So I put them in their own lesson towards the end of the course. So if you really want to know what they do now, you can jump there and sort of go through it. But for this video, I'm going to leave those 2 tabs and the discussion about them where we are right now. And yeah, just know that we will cover them towards the end of this course. Okay, the next one is cache. So when you're using Beaver Builder, it saves things as you're designing the page. And sometimes what can happen is you might be building your page and something goes wrong and it doesn't quite save something behind the scenes, and the page might not look how you expect it. So you might need to clear your cache. So if something doesn't look quite right or how you expect it to be, a good point of first call is to just come into here, so settings, page builder, and then cache, where we are right now, and click this clear cache button. There's no harm done in clicking that. If you're not sure whether clicking this will fix the problem you're having, just come in here and click it anyway and see if it did. A lot of the time when you contact the Beaver Builder help desk, if it is a caching issue, they'll just ask you that you do clear your cache, and this is how you can do it when they do request that of you. The last tab down here is uninstall. Now, I've never had to click on this button, and it's for good reason in my view. But there will be cases when you do need to use this. I just haven't come across that right now. And I want to show you guys when you would use that. So when you want to deactivate Beaver Builder for any reason you have, you would normally do it like any other plugin. You would go to plugins and then installed plugins, and then you would deactivate it and then uninstall it. When you do it that way, it does leave a few things in the database, but that's for good reason in my opinion. And that's because if you ever did want to reactivate Beaver Builder, the information is still kept there, so that when you do activate the plugin, your templates and your settings and a few other things there are kept in the database. Now, if you generally know that 100% you're certain you're never going to activate Beaver Builder and you don't need anything you've done with it to be saved, then you could come into here and you could click on this uninstall. And what this does is it does what the plugins installed plugins process would do, but it just removes some extra data that the plugin would leave in there by default. And you can read the description here. It doesn't remove everything. There's still a couple of things left there, but it does remove a few more things than the native uninstall process. So that's it for the general Beaver Builder settings. Let's go on to the next lesson.